folks. This is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball guessing game. I'm updating my numbers to the drawing on April 8th, 2023. If you'd like to support my game, Decoding the Powerball, then please go to my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/Decoding the Powerball. Thank you, and please subscribe. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, the object of my game is for you to correctly eliminate groups of numbers. There are 69 white ball numbers in the Powerball lottery. Only 5 numbers can come up as winners, so that means 64 numbers can't come up at all. So for me, I think it should be easier to pick the numbers that won't be coming up than the 5 that actually do. Okay, I'll be updating the groups 4 and 6 of Powerball number 1. And also with this video, I invite you to grab some paper and play along. Okay, so what you're looking at here is what I call the game card. This is where I try to eliminate the numbers and try to get it down to the 5 correct winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so you can see I have 5 colors on my game card. They are red, orange, green, blue, and purple. And these represent the 5 correct winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Powerball homepage and find out what were those numbers. Okay, there were the 3, 5, 9, 42, and 52. The Powerball number was the 11, but right now I'm only concerned about these 5 white ball numbers. Okay, so here's the history of the Powerball numbers, and here's the numbers 3, 5, 9, 42, and 52. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be updating my group 4. And this is my group 4, and I call it group 4 because I divided the 69 numbers into 4 different color groups. Okay, so now I'm going to update this. Okay, so it was the 3, 5, 9, 42, and 52. So I had 3 in the red. No winning Powerball numbers in the blue. 1 in the orange, the 42. And 1 in the green, the 52. It hit 3 out of the 4 color groups. And the majority of the numbers are over here to the left side, so I'm going to leave this 3 red. If the majority was over here to the right side, I would color the 3 green. Okay, so the reason why I do that is when I see something like this where it's been green a lot, I look at this like flipping a quarter. You know, how many times can it come up heads before it comes up tails? Okay, so there's only green or red here. So if I see lots of green, then again, when's it going to start coming up red? Okay, so this one's updated. And now I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, I have 7 of these option cards. Okay, so again, it was the 3, which is here in green. The 5 and 9 are both in red. The 42 is in orange. And the 52 is in blue. So I hit all 4 color groups. And the majority is on the left side, so I'm going to color this for red. Okay, but before I go on any further, I kind of jumped ahead of myself here. This is the strategy, okay, to try to correctly guess where this 0 is going to come up. Because if I could have correctly guessed that none of these blue numbers were going to come up, I could have eliminated all these numbers off of my game card and gave myself a much better chance at winning some kind of prize with the Powerball lottery. Okay, so this is how I do things. Again, I try to eliminate the numbers over here off of my game card and try to get it down to the 5 correct winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so moving back. So this is all updated as well. Okay, so it's hard to pick a 0 when there's 4 color groups and 5 winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so I look at this and I say, okay, what is the strength? What kind of good information can I get out of this? And the thing is that it hits a triple hit is what I call it. Okay, like here's a triple hit where it comes up at least 3 hits in the last 3 drawings. Okay, so if there's a triple hit in just about every single drawing, well, here's one there where it didn't. And right here as well. So, but the majority of the time, there's usually a triple hit. Okay, so this is what I try to do. I look at this and I say, well, which one is going to have the triple hit to it, you know? And if I think it's going to be orange, then I think that one of these numbers are going to be coming up in this next drawing. Okay, so again, this is how I use my game. And now I'm at number 3 out of 7, I mean. 3 out of 7 option cards. Okay, so it was the 3, which is blue, orange, green, another green with the 42, and another blue with the 52. So I had one orange, the 5, and 2 greens, the 9 and the 42. So again, here's the strategy. Try to pick where that 0 is going to be. Again, if I can have knocked out all these orange numbers off of my game card. Okay, it just makes a big difference. All right, so none of these numbers came up. That means the 5 winning numbers still have to be a highlighted number on the game card. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so that one's all updated. So moving on to number 4. I'm sorry. Again, I hate to keep on stopping here, but I wanted to have you guys take a look at home. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I guess right to the bottom. I'm going to work my way up. And what you're looking for is over here on the right, okay? So you can see all this green. That means the majority of the numbers have been coming up over here to the right side. And what I look for is something like this as well, where it's been really hot right here. Well, it's kind of like yin and yang here, you know. What becomes really hot will become really cold at some point. Okay, so this one's looking pretty good in my eyes, about maybe another 0 coming up right here. Okay, and now I'm moving on to the next one. Again, I'm not going to pick anything right now. I'm just going to update and show you these option cards and let you guys make a decision at home on what you think is going to happen. I got a good long tail here. I call these tails where it's one hit after another right in this column. So you can see a 0 comes up fairly often. Okay, so moving on to number 3. Okay, so again, I'm just going to work my way up kind of slowly. So the one thing I notice here is I got a blue mark, blue mark, blue mark, no blue marks here in this orange area. In fact, the last one was way down here. So if it's going to be a blue mark right here, it has to be 2 zeros in a row. Okay, so now I'm moving on, catching back up. Okay, so number 4. I have a red here and the 3 and the 42, so I got 2 in the red. Then I got the 5 and the 9 both in blue. And then the 52 is in orange. So again, no green numbers. If I could have correctly guessed that, I could have knocked out all these. Okay, so I hit 3 out of the 4 color groups. The majority of the numbers are over here to the left side, so I'm going to keep this 3 red. Okay, so let's check this out. Again, I'm looking over here, all this green. So when's it going to turn red? Okay, so moving on. Okay, so again, it was the 3 and the 42, both orange. And then the 5 and the 52, both blue. And then the 9 was green. So again, no winning Powerball numbers here in the red. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so certainly one thing that sticks out in my eye over here is this blue. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue marks compared where the other ones have, well, let's just say a lot more. Okay, so you can see this blue mark, you know, it doubles up. Here's one that tripled up, quadrupled up. But look at this now. It's single, single, single. Actually, that's the same. So 3 singles, 4, 5. You know, when's it going to double up again? Okay, the double up, I need 2 zeros right here. Okay, so I'm moving on. 6 out of 7. Okay, so it was the 3 blue, 3 blue, 3, 5, and 9. The 42 and 52 are both orange. So there's no winning Powerball numbers in the red area and no winning Powerball numbers in the green. It hit 2 color groups. The majority of the numbers are over here to the left side. And let's go check this one out. Okay, so again, looking at this 0 right here, you can see that another 0 right below it. I'm looking over here, I see a single, 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 single. Oh, and here it doubles up. Okay, so I like to see a bunch of singles. Okay, so I'm moving on to the last one. Okay, so the numbers were the 3. So I had 1 in the red. The 52 is in blue. Then I had the 5, 9, both in orange. And the 42 was green. So I hit all 4 color groups. The majority is over here to the right side, so I'm going to keep this for green. Okay, so let's check it out. Again, what caught my eye is over here, this blue one. You can see how red this has been over here, telling me that the majority of the numbers have been over here to the left side. You can see this blue numbers have been just really, really hot through here, so you can see all this green now. So here's 1 blue mark, 2, 3, 4. You know, that last one had 6, and I didn't think that one had very many. This one even has 4. Okay, so just something to keep an eye on. Okay, so that was number 7. And now I have an overview. Okay, I already did this already, just to save some time here. Okay, so the red area was 4-3, had 4 hits out of the 7 option cards and 3 misses. Again, that's what I'm looking for is misses. Okay, so this had no winning Powerball numbers to it, or no blue marks, I mean. Like here's a blue mark, and that's why I made this one. Okay, so how many zeros were there total? I had 3, 4, and 2 are 6. And was there a 7-0? There was. Okay, the 7-0 thing is kind of important because if I could correctly guess when it's going to come up, like this red right here, it's looking pretty good for one to come up, then that means every single one of these option cards in the red area are going to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so that's it for this one. So I'm going to move on to group 10. Okay, so I got group 4, 6, 8, and 10, and the reason why they're all even numbers is so I could have a majority. Okay, so there's only 5 winning Powerball numbers, so I either want the majority on the left side or the right side. Okay, so let's update this. Okay, so I have 3 of these option cards, and again the numbers were the 3, which is red, 5 blue, 9 orange, 42 blue, and 52 turquoise. Okay, so I had 1 in the red, the 3. I had 2 in the blue, the 5 and the 42. The 9 was orange, and the 52 was turquoise. So I had no winning Powerball numbers in the green, purple, yellow, pink, brown, or light blue. It hit 4 color groups, and the majority of the numbers are over to the left side. So I colored this red. Okay, so let's take a look. And what I'm looking for is these big streaks of blue or red, because when you get one or the other, it's going to switch up eventually. So I went from wicked blue, and now it's like wicked red, okay? And now it's probably going to go back to wicked blue again. Okay, so another big thing here is a 000. This is why I keep track of every 3 drawings like this, so it gives me some kind of clue. A 000 comes up a lot. You can see that there's no like zeros. Well, here's a 0 right here. So out of all these things, it was only one time that a 000 didn't happen. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 000 opportunities. And usually, you see the 000s right next to the top, pretty close to the top. And then there's usually one that doesn't have it, okay? And then this 000 is way down here. Okay, so I'm thinking, hey, when's it going to pop up like the other ones? Okay, so if you're with me here and you say, I think you're right, I think it's going to be a 000, then you would get rid of all these pink numbers off of the game card. The 32, the 35, the 47, 61, 64, and 66. You would get rid of them just like this, okay? You will block them out. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so getting back to this. Moving on to number 2 out of 3 here. Again, the numbers were the 3, 5, both yellow. Then pink for the 9. 42 is brown. And 52 is turquoise. So I had no winning Powerball numbers in the red, blue, orange, green, purple, or light blue. It hit 4 color groups and the majority is to the right side. So I'm going to color this for green. Okay, so let's take a look. Again, I'm looking over here. I see a bunch of red, which tells me that the majority has been coming over to the left side. And still, you know, I still see more red than green. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is going to be a green number, which means I believe the majority of the numbers will be coming up over on this side. I'm thinking this green could have a hit to it with all these zeros right in a row. Okay, so I'm moving on. Okay, so the 3 was green, the 9 was green, so 2 green. And then the 5 was pink. The 42 was brown and the 52 was brown. So I had no winning Powerball numbers in the red, blue, orange, purple, yellow, turquoise, or the light blue. It hit 3 color groups and the majority is to the right side, so I'm going to color that 3 green. Okay, so we'll take a look at this. Certainly over here, this purple really catches my eye. This went on a pretty big, call it losing streak, I guess. Okay, so here's another thing I look for. Like here's a single 0, okay? It would have, you know, it goes 1, 0, 2, up. It goes across and then up, okay? And I'm looking at these. This is a single 0, single, 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 single. And then finally it doubles up right here. Okay, so with 10 of these color groups, you can see that there's not too many single zeros. And to have 7 of these like this, now it's a pretty good chance that a 0 is going to come up right here. Okay, so I'm thinking that the 28, 30, 46, 50, 58, 60, 60, 68 will not be coming up is what I'm thinking. Okay, so moving on. This is the overview of all 3. And when you see a border like this, this means that this flip-flopped. Okay, so the 2 to 1 came up and then the next one was 1, 2. Okay, so hits are always on the left side, misses are always on the right side. So again, I'm looking for a 0, 3 that's not close to the top. And with this one, they're all pretty close except for the red. Another thing I look for is a 3, 0. I mean, I look for anything that could help me out. You can see here the green 3, 0 hasn't come up in a long, long time. Maybe it's due. Let's take a look at that. So what I'm saying is that all these green option cards will have a hit to it. Okay, so the 11, 13, 20, 21, 22, 37, 46, 37, 62, I mean. I don't know where I came up with that. Okay, so this option card, green as well. I can see another hit here. So 27, 28, 35, 39, 41, 49, 51. Maybe one of those green numbers will be coming up as well. And again, this looks pretty sparse as well. Here's 3 markers in a row, but then you can see a bunch of single red marks. So I'm thinking this is going to be a red mark as well. Again, it's the 3, 7, 9, 21, 25, 55, 61. But I think that one of these green numbers will be coming up as well. Okay, so I see something like this. Hey, it's been really hot. When's it going to start turning cold? And, you know, it's kind of sporadically been cold. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to end my video here. And look for my other videos where I update Group 6 and Group 8. Okay, so in closing, thank you for watching. Again, you can support my game through my Patreon page at patreon.com/Decoding the Powerball. And if you'd like to give me any feedback, then please email me at decodingpowerball@gmail.com. As always, I want to wish you the best of luck with your picks.